So since today is April Fool's, I thought it would be a great time to tell you all some of my amazing pranks. Now even though these are my original prank ideas, feel free to make them your own. But it is important to note that this permission does not extend to all of my original ideas, especially my original characters, Moonlight Vengeance and Cool Autism the Hedgehog. These are my OCs, please do not steal. So for this first prank I came up with, you're gonna have to wait around in malls or large hotels looking for blind people who need assistance. Once you find one, introduce yourself, ask if they need your help, and walk them to wherever they need to go. Thing is, wherever they need to go tends to be a utility closet. It's always a utility closet. You're putting blind people in closets and leaving them there 'cause it's funny. You see, they will naturally stay in there for several minutes because they're very confused and they can't see anything, 'cause they're blind. And because they're blind, not only do they view the world as constant terrifying darkness, but they also have this false sense of security that causes them to believe that no one will ever mess with them. Which is why we should all mess with them. I call this prank, "Why is this elevator full of toilet paper?" Now, some of you might like this prank, but some of you might not think it's funny. Enough. Don't worry, I created a much funnier variant of this prank, but it requires at least 2 people to accomplish. So, you and a friend need to acquire 2 blind people. Doesn't matter where you get them from, just make sure that neither of them can see the beauty of a summer's day. You and your friend each need to grab your blind person by the shoulders, face them towards each other about 5 feet apart, and then on the count of 3, you and your friend are just gonna start spinning them. Spin them and spin them and spin them and then let them rip. Last blind man standing is the winner. I call this prank Human Beyblades, fucking with blind people. Okay, that's enough pranks for the blind. I think it's time we prank somebody who isn't extremely vulnerable and easily tricked. Let's prank small children. Okay, here's a solid prank for any new parents. So you're gonna need to talk a lot to your baby, while also limiting the amount of time other people can talk to your baby. This is because for this prank, you're gonna want to teach your child how to speak like nobody who has ever looked like them has ever spoken before. You are raising this child with an accent that is absolutely unfitting of their country and race. Now, it's a lot of work, but it's totally worth it. Just imagine somewhere in Southern California, a little Chinese American boy comes back from his first day of school and says to his father,
"Daddy, I'm the only boy in school who talks like this. They were all making fun of me, Daddy, calling me a ninja leprechaun. What the fuck is a leprechaun?"
You also taught him how to curse too, because nothing is funnier than small children swearing. I call this prank 3 years of speech therapy. Now, just like with the first prank, I created a much funnier variant of this prank too, but honestly, I recommend you do both pranks to the same child, back to back. Now, obviously, your little kid's gonna be pretty destroyed after he realizes his life has been a lie, so this is the perfect opportunity to try and cheer him up by taking him to one of the most magical places in the world, Disneyland. Once you buy him some souvenirs, he rides a few roller coasters, takes a picture with the Donald, he'll have forgotten all about the fact that his father is a fucking psychopath. So here's where the prank starts. On the drive back home from Disneyland, you're gonna stop by an orphanage and put him up for adoption. Oh, can you imagine him walking into St. Mary's Orphanage while he's still wearing the Mickey Mouse ears? And as he turns to wave his final goodbye to you, you see one teardrop fall from his confused face and land on his new shirt. A new shirt that reads, "Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day, my oh my, what a wonderful day." Hilarious. I call this prank, "I should stop making internet videos and start going back to therapy."
So